Get new microphones. I'm actively very excited about these microphones.
Watch them sound awful.
I tested them already. They sound great.
Both of them you tested.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make sure.
Not simultaneously?
Well, yeah, because then it'd be like, wow, 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 wow.
So you're saying that our podcast sounds like wow, 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 wow
we
to
put two
you?
microphones next to each other. We put two phones next to each other. They do like that.
That's not simultaneously.
Well, they're the same call. If I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
and we're on the phone,
Yes.
and put on a speaker,
Uh-huh.
put them next to each other, they create that noise.
Correct.
So probably on the feedback on the recording, you'll just hear, if you're talking to both mics, it'll just be like a crazy echo.
Oh, okay. But, okay, yeah, sure. I agree. Welcome to the Cade and Joaquin podcast. Cade and Joaquin talk at you. With a special guest. I didn't remember how I framed my camera last time, so you can see my drink this time.
Oh.
You can just see my drink. But Joaquin, I have been thinking that you and I need to get to know each other better.
I mean, you see me naked on
Only
a multitude of occasions. Yeah, so like, I feel like we've kind of crashed that wall down, but I mean, we can do it again.
Naked?
One of them.
One of what?
So what do you want to know?
Like, exactly how many inches tall are you? We're coming out the gate
well, there's
stupid
12
today, ladies and
inches
gentlemen.
in a foot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 6 foot.
Can I actually have to tell you something. I have already forgotten the question I asked you.
You said we get how many inches am I exactly?
Okay.
I'm like 7.
7 inches?
7, 8, yeah.
That makes sense. I don't understand why the world has just decided, hey, you know what? We are going to ditch our boyfriend of the metric system and have...
No, it wasn't the world.
Oh, just America.
It was America.
Yeah, I have it backwards.
Yeah.
Is it fully because of colonialism? And that's not what that is.
I mean, no, yeah, that sounds right. They wanted to be like their own... We wanted to be our own independent thing.
Yeah,
so we basically
separate.
just went, yeah, fuck that. And then created... By the way, real quick, so if you see on Cade's thing, he has like a stand,
Yeah.
right? You can see there's a stand. I do not.
Joaquin, seconds before recording this podcast, literally snapped his his microphone stand in twain.
Yes.
But it wasn't like crack. It was just, let me turn this. And then it was in his hands.
Yeah. There's no noise. There was nothing. It was just...
I'm honestly impressed.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how it happened.
Because
I was turning it the same way I do every time.
We've also agreed that this has always been the case. We thought that your mic stand was the superior mic stand.
Mm-hmm. And mine just broke.
Yours just broke. Because yours was the one that we could make.
Well, the only reason why we assumed mine was superior is because you didn't know how to tighten yours.
Yes.
So it just kept falling away. And then one day I just tightened it. Because I'm not
and now it's better.
Dumb.
Because I'm not dumb. That's how you want to phrase that? So I'm curious. I have no idea. I'm very excited about these microphones. This is one of the most expensive
Can I ask you a
purchases.
question real quick before you go into that?
Yeah.
What the fuck was the thing about you wanting to get to know me better?
I just thought it would be a way to intro the podcast.
I thought you had like a set of questions you wanted to ask or something.
That would have been smart.
Yeah.
I should have come up with like a list of questions.
I thought you had like some game you were gonna do and like.
Fuck! I'll do that next week.
That's just what you
I'll
like.
set that up
that's
for next week. Get to know us better. That's what it'll be called. That's what we'll be doing.
That should have been episode 1.
That should have been episode 1. You're fully correct. I got a message from one of the people I work with. I don't know if he wants his name out there, but he's a great person. He has a film coming out eventually that I'm very excited to see, called Shit Happens. We will promote it when it comes out. But he's great. I like him very much. We shoot the shit sometimes. And he listened to last week's episode, and he said, it's so weird to hear you say vag.
It's a weird thing to say.
It's a weird thing to say, but
only
especially
you say it now in this entire world, unless it's someone who's 87.
You fucking A. No, other people say vag.
I've never heard someone say it until you, and then when I watched the movie, that was old.
Look,
everyone either says pussy or vagina. Sometimes I've heard cooter more than I have heard vag.
Cooter's the best one. Have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once yet? Or do you know what that is?
I don't even know what that is.
It's an amazing film by two people, both with the first name Daniel.
Ratcliffe?
Nope. I don't know their last names.
Tucci?
That's Stanley Tucci.
He probably has a brother named Daniel.
He probably does. Stanley Tucci, handsome man. I'll say it.
Tucci?
Yep. That's what I get to call him at night.
I don't like that.
Stanley Tucci.
I don't like that.
But it's an amazing film starring Michelle Yeoh and the kid who's now an adult from Indiana Jones, whose name I don't know. The guy who played Short Round. I don't know what his name, but he's great in this. You aren't gonna know it.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, it's Shia LaBeouf. It's a great film, but there's a section of the film where she's describing Ratatouille, but she doesn't know it's called Ratatouille, so she calls it Rakakuni. And then later, they do a whole bit where someone has a raccoon under their hat doing a Rakakuni. A Rakakuni Ratatouille.
What kind of movie is this?
It's an action film.
Really?
It's a comedy action, like heart war. It's an amazing film. People are calling it an instant classic. I highly recommend it.
You see the Russo brothers have a new film coming out?
I saw it. I am indifferent. The only thing I'm excited about is that Ryan Gosling is in it.
I have no knowledge. All I know is that Ana de Armas is in it. And it's a Russo.
She's in
film.
everything now.
Right, dude. When I saw she was in that, I was like, you just got everything. It's because she's attractive.
It's because she's
a
attractive.
good actress.
It's because she's attractive and because Scarlett Johansson sued Disney.
Yeah.
Also, Ana de Armas, let me just say, amazing actress.
So good.
I love her in Knives Out. She's great
Did
in
you
Blade
know-
Runner. I feel like people always forget she's in Blade Runner.
Did you know in the movie, I think it's War Dogs or War Pigs?
War Dogs. You always call it War Pigs.
Because that's the fucking Black Sabbath song. Or I think Black Sabbath. That's a fantastic song, mind you. But she didn't know English when they hired her for that.
Really?
So all the lines she was saying, it's like someone would say it and she would just copy it. And
this feels made up. But
swear to God, you can look it up right now.
I don't want to.
I'm just saying it's like it's
That's
real.
crazy.
And they realized like, oh, you can't speak English when they try to like have a question over like the script.
Mm-hmm.
So then like in 3 weeks she learned English.
That's fucking impressive.
Granted, English is the easiest language to learn.
There's some hard shit in English, that, like in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Well, yeah,
they talk
comparatively
about
to like Spanish,
yeah,
or like Japanese, like Chinese, or that's not Chinese. It's
I think that
Mandarin. Sorry.
The hardest thing about I think it's Mandarin Chinese. I think you can say both.
There's probably subsets.
But in Everything Everywhere All at Once, they say again that because the main characters speak Chinese as their first language and they've learned English. I truly think it's a thing of like what language you learn first. Because in Chinese, I learned from the film, gender is one word for boy and for girl. And this might have been made up as a part of the film, but I believed it, and I'll believe it until the day I die unless someone corrects me on it.
No, I'm curious.
And so they're just like, in Chinese, boy and girl is one word. It's a lot less confusing.
Girls.
That's... I want the... I had to click on the Chinese version. Do I?
Girl.
Why won't it
play the Chinese?
I
just look up boy and look if it's the same thing.
Well, okay, boy in... So I should look up Mandarin or Chinese?
I think Chinese, because
Chinese?
Chinese is what they said in the movie.
Okay.
男生
Why was it in slow-mo?
Did you not play it in slow-mo?
Nope, just did it on its own.
Was that a video or was that off of Google?
They lied to you.
They fucking lied to
Blatantly.
me. Michelle Yeoh, you have crossed me for the last time.
Gender is one word? Well, obviously gender is a fucking word. That's stupid.
Well, no, because
性别
that's gender.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the film, her daughter Joy is dating a girl. I guess I should have just said lesbian. I don't know why I phrased it like that. But she says that in Chinese it's one word for whatever gender, and I fully believe that, but now I've been lied to. But they have the Rakakuni. Today my dad tried to tell me that the character of Glass from Unbreakable existed in a comic book before the movie Unbreakable, and I just said to him, "No, you're wrong. You're 100% wrong."
What did he say?
He was like, well, maybe there's another character who was like that. I was like, maybe, but it wasn't Mr. Glass, because that motherfucker was invented for Unbreakable.
That was a weird trilogy of movies.
There's a trilogy of Unbreakable? Oh, Split.
Yeah, because Split and then the last one that came out with all three of them.
It is weird that in that, like, a majority of those films are about being a prisoner.
Mm.
And especially it's weird, I think that James McAvoy, he does a great job, but it's so weird that in the second Split, he's like, someday maybe when I get out, maybe you and me can be together, Anna Taylor-Joy. I don't know what your name is in this film.
Yeah, because he has different personalities.
No, but that's like the scary one.
Yeah.
The scary one's like, Anna Taylor-Joy, you and me are going to be together.
Yeah, because he's crazy. What are you confused about that?
I don't know.
He's crazy, so of course he's going to think something like that.
Maybe he just wanted
That's
to do
why
it for
she's
the
still
weekend.
involved in the last one. In the last film, like she's the one. That
I
has
don't
to,
remember
like,
the last film.
I've only seen the trailer, and all I know is her job is to try to stop him.
I saw it because Isaac loves Unbreakable, and we
Never
saw
seen it.
Split together. I have also never seen
Never
Unbreakable.
seen Split either. I just know
Split-
the entire premise of Split, and almost all the personalities.
Split was good. I liked Split. Glass, I physically don't remember. I saw it
Mentally,
physically and mentally. I'm in the same space.
I don't. Okay. Just don't think that's how
I
it
don't
works.
know how it works. Look,
What are you checking?
I keep
We are
getting
doing
texts.
prior occupations. Not the words to say.
Prior
for that.
occupations. We're preoccupied. Joaquin, I'll be honest with you. I'm doing a bit for the podcast.
Another one?
I'm doing a bit that I will tell you about at the end of this podcast.
The way you're sitting?
It's not the way I'm sitting. It's why I'm checking my phone. If you can piece together what I'm doing, I'll stop the bit.
Are you checking the time?
Yeah, I'm checking the time.
Well, like
That's
the
a
time.
really
How
funny
long
bit.
on the?
Oh, just until like I have to hit a certain point.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Are you gonna wait till like a certain time and then play a song or something, or say something that's related to that time? And I'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, I'm waiting until 4:20.
I meant on the stopwatch, or the
Oh.
timer. That's what I meant.
Maybe. Let's keep going. I went to see Glass with Isaac because he loves Unbreakable, and when we saw it, I remembered nothing about it except for like there was this huge point where Bruce Willis is in there, and him and the nurse who eventually played the nurse from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in that Netflix series. He's like, maybe even we could fall in love, and then she's like, "You're crazy." Like, you're
Is he?
just crazy. No, I don't. There's a weird ambiguity there where she's like, you don't have superpowers. You're just crazy. And then everyone's like, no, he has superpowers. Like, you could see him having superpowers.
Like water hits him, fucked.
Fucked. And that's how, because he dies at the end of that, I think.
Oh, he does.
I
Okay.
don't remember.
remember him,
I think
like-
everyone dies at the end of that one.
I remember in the trailer he like was putting down things from the walk, because he can't even walk on water,
Yeah.
like with clothes,
Yeah, it's his
which is
weakness.
weird.
I don't remember why even.
I feel like if he was covered, he should be fine.
that's
but
why
no,
that's why he wears the raincoat.
Yeah, but like I feel
But
like
yeah, then it's weird that he can't
Right?
walk on it. That's
he's
a
wearing
weird
boots,
double
and he's like, but he
standard.
has to walk on like planks of stuff.
But I also
But the planks are being touched by water.
but he's not direct. Oh fuck! Then why do you have to put the
Yeah, what
planks
the
down?
fuck's the point? M. Night Shyamalan. What the fuck? He made that, right?
Yes,
What the fuck is the point of that?
but the twist.
Be a
at,
guest on our podcast. You could explain it.
dude, I would love to have M. Night Shyamalan. He seems like a great man. Let me just say,
Never-
I
I
don't
don't even know what he
love
looks
a
like.
lot of his films, but as a person, M. Night Shyamalan seems wonderful.
Shyamalan.
I
You
got
sound like-
really excited.
You fucking sounded like
Like I sounded like a Seinfeld
No,
character.
you sounded like fuck. What's his name? Nardwar.
You and Isaac and Zach and Sean have said a million times I sound like this man.
If you met Nardwar, that'd be the only person who would outdo you
outdo Cade,
in weirdness. Yeah,
really,
I swear to God,
Nardwar, come on the podcast.
he's a goat,
Bring him
a
on.
legend. But
Is he an interviewer? I remember hearing
Mhm.
he's an interviewer.
he
We should do an interview that somehow makes it so that he's interviewing us.
he'd find out like our deepest. Like that's his thing. Is like he'd find out things that you did in like 4th grade. Like there was like some rapper, like one rapper, right? For like a week, he had the rap name Young Hermit Crab, and he found it out and asked him.
Oh my god, that's a great rap name.
Yeah,
Oh, let me finish my story. The reason I don't remember Glass, apparently I remember a lot more of it than I thought I did. The twist in Glass, by the way, is that the doctor was working for a secret organization who's trying to suppress the idea that superheroes exist. Weird twist.
it's a nice Shyamalan.
But he does good twists sometimes. Like in Unbreakable, the
But, like,
twist
it's
was
still
that
just a-
he's
there's-
unbreakable still.
There's weird twists though.
But then directly afterwards, me and Isaac went and ate lunch, and then we went back to the movie theater and we saw Spider-Verse. So all of Glass was gone immediately.
That's fair.
Like this, I think it's just what happens when I watch more than one movie in a day. Because yesterday I watched Antlers, and then I went to see Everything Everywhere All at Once again.
Oh, so it just came out.
No, it came out like 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
But this is my second time seeing it. And then I watched Antlers, and I was like, that's pretty good. And then I went and saw Everything Everywhere All at Once again, and I was like, I don't remember anything about Antlers anymore.
that's the one where like the dad's like in the room, right? And they can't let him out.
Yeah, where he's a Wendigo.
Yeah.
Wendigo, let me just say, I think that's my favorite cryptid.
What's that?
Cryptid is kind
It's
of
like,
like
a version of crypto,
new.
like Bitcoin.
It's not. There's probably
Is it like
crypto.
Dogecoin?
It's not. It's more like GameStop stock.
Jimmy. Okay.
Cryptid just kind of means monster, I think, but I think cryptid specifically relates to real monsters.
Well, is a Wendigo a real thing?
The legend is like in
Well,
native.
Chupacabra is a real a legend,
Yeah, that's a cryptid.
but it's not a real thing.
It's just like Bigfoot's a cryptid because people believe that it's real,
Oh, okay.
and like the Loch Ness monster.
I mean, I guess I just didn't know that was like,
I don't know. Let me look up the definition of cryptid.
or like the Yeti
Yeah, the Yeti. That's a great example.
or Loch Ness monster.
That's one I already said.
Well, you did Moby Dick,
That is a whale.
but yeah, but the story of Moby Dick people believe for a while.
I don't know if Moby Dick would count because it's a like normal-ish animal.
A big, ginormous,
It's a big whale.
albino whale.
Yeah, but it's not like
But
a
like, it's not just like a normal whale. It's a big fucking
it's a
whale.
big fuck. Is Jaws a cryptid? Is the Jaws?
I guess, yeah. Well, that's a movie though.
Let's look up.
That's not a story that people believed.
Oh, people thought Moby Dick was real.
I'm pretty sure. Because it was a story that pirates came up with, or like sailors came up with. That they
Here's
started
the
telling.
This is a Merriam-Webster We look up definitions a shit ton on this
I
show.
know.
Cryptid, noun, an animal such as. Look at how the fuck it's fucked up all the words. So everything's
It doesn't
in half.
want to tell you.
Yeah, it wants to keep cryptids a secret.
Because
Because it's a cryptid. An animal such as Sasquatch or the Loch Ness Monster that has been claimed to exist but has never proven to exist. Contrary to popular belief, cryptids don't have to be supernatural, mythical, or even all that strange, though many popular creatures acquire these characteristics as their legends grow. Oh. I didn't know that was going to be a burp.
Is that why that face?
Something was wrong
I was
with
wondering
me.
why you're making that face. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
I
with him
thought I
right
was
now?
going to sneeze.
It's like,
I was really
you
confused.
sleep vomited.
I was concerned. At the end of that, my brain was like,
That would have been such good content.
I feel like my stomach was like, I've been thinking of all the way that we can break the rules and fuck up some stuff. And right now, vomiting is the way
all
to do
over
that.
this brand new microphone.
Oh my God. Do you know how devastated I would be?
I would laugh my ass.
We get this good thing going of the new microphones and we can't stop.
Well,
That's different. That's not the microphones. That's your $30 mic stand.
I had something I wanted to talk about, but I forgot.
You told me that there was a thing that you wanted to talk about. Was it the craziest thing that you've ever done just for fun? Was that the subject?
I haven't really done anything too crazy.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't either. The craziest thing that I've ever done is just like normal, like above average normal. Like when I went skiing down a mogul hill that had completely iced over.
I could say what mine is, but I feel like it's a little bit too recent. Like it was during high school, during junior year, but it just involves another person
Who you don't know if they want to be.
I mean, I could say the story. I don't have to say anything about them.
Do you want to say it and then afterwards, if you want me to cut it, you can just tell me if you want me.
I can just say it quickly. Like it's like
Okay.
a quick thing. But like I'm afraid if I say it,
You're gonna get beat up by this person.
I won't get beat up by them. But I don't want to like cause something.
Mm-hmm.
That
Do you
could
still
be
talk
bad.
to this person?
No. But they know that I have a following.
Yeah,
following.
big air quotes.
Yeah,
big air quotes.
Well, like somewhere that I post things that I talk about,
Yeah,
and it could get out. I just don't want it to snowball
yeah.
by me just saying things and then people like
What do you think the end result could be if it snowballs? Like, what are you afraid of?
legal
happening?
action.
Legal.
Can I just tell
action?
you it?
Tell me it, and then we will
When I-
determine.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I think that we should cut that.
Yeah. I just
There was no way to be vague about that.
you could just bleep it all out.
I could just
keep the whole
bleep it.
conversation.
We'll keep the conversation because the conversation about us leading up to that, and then I tell everybody we cut it.
Maybe I shouldn't do that. But that's what that thing was.
That was the craziest thing you've ever
probably
done.
one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life.
That feels up there.
Yeah.
Like high up
I had
there.
to do it quick.
I would like everyone who's listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts to go to the YouTube video, or if you're on the YouTube video, you can just scroll down a bit. Comment what you think Joaquin's craziest thing that he's ever done was. And whoever wins, when we hit 100,000 subscribers, you will get a note handwritten from us shipped to you that says
With a little surprise.
a little surprise. The surprise is going to be we're going to send you a big vial of Granny's peach tea,
With the surprise in that surprise.
aka piss.
What?
Do you not remember in Batman versus Superman where Lex Luthor's talking to the senator and he's like Granny's peach tea, and then she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then they're doing the court hearing for that guy who got crushed by that girder in the Metropolis incident, and she has this full Like
It's like in a box, right?
I don't know if it's in a box, but it's on her desk, and it's a mason jar. And it's labeled. She turns it around and says Granny's peach tea. It is so much piss. It couldn't have been a single session piss, unless Lex Luthor was holding his pee forever.
Even if that was a big mason jar.
It was a big
I remember
mason
this
jar
now.
because she like puts her whole hand around it. Your hand's near it. It's a lot.
Then the explosion
volume
happens,
of
right?
pee. Yeah, the pee. As soon as the air from the pee touches the man in the wheelchair, the whole place blows up. Because like that's how crazy science
Imagine getting
works.
blown up
By pee.
by piss, dude. I don't know what you're doing, and it's freaking me out. I don't like this.
It's not creepy what I'm doing.
But I'm just trying to figure it out.
When that happens in Batman vs Superman, do you think she knew she was gonna blow up?
No.
I bet that she saw it, and then she saw the pee jar, and she was like, "I'll bet you anything I can fucking top whatever this guy's doing. I'm gonna get a even bigger jar." She gets like a fucking car-sized mason jar, and she gets the Senate
That's like
together.
3 years.
No, you just get the Senate together.
But still,
it's a lot of pee. You could.
that's so gross.
You could
just
dissolve something in
imagining
that.
the Senate all taking turns or going at once of taking a
You
piss.
just get all the boys around the room
Yeah.
peeing into the big mason jar.
like that just disgusts me.
I think
All that
it's really funny.
splash.
Yeah, there's gonna be a point because when it's low and you're all around the rim, you're having a good time with the boys.
Well, one motherfucker gets pushed in.
One motherfucker gets pushed in. That shit
If
gets
I
south
ever got pushed in
to a big mason jar of pee.
piss, dude, I just want to let you know this right now.
Uh-huh.
Anybody, and I ain't anybody, everybody who's in that room, dead.
I feel like the likelihood of that.
I'm just saying, if it ever does happen to me,
I'll
if we're ever
bet
on
you
Jackass,
anything. Oh, I shouldn't have
if
said
we're ever
that.
on Jackass and I get pushed in
To the big vat
to a
of
big
pee.
vat of pee, Johnny Knoxville, all of them dead,
Dead.
dead. Wee Man,
Dude.
dead.
Wee Man too?
Everyone,
You gotta leave someone to give the message though.
myself,
I would love to be on Jackass.
me too, bro.
Like that's just what a dream. Have you seen the new Jackass?
Mm-mm. I heard it's pretty good.
Hilarious. I would consider it the Citizen Kane of Jackass films.
I haven't seen that either.
Citizen Kane's very good. I once was listening to a film podcast where they were like, Citizen Kane's boring. I don't even get it anymore. And then I watched it and I was like, Citizen Kane's fucking good. Like, there's a reason it's called the greatest movie of all time.
It is.
It is called that?
No,
or-
like it is. Oh,
Okay.
the question, like it is called that. I didn't know that.
And there's some old movies I can't dig. Like The Thin Man. I watched The Thin Man and I was like, this movie's kind of boring.
You're typing something.
I'm typing something.
I saw because your thumb was hidden, but I saw every other finger. As soon as your thumb had been on the screen typing something because your thing was moving because you were covering the top part of your screen with the other hand.
If you're getting scared of what I'm doing, you can just run away.
No. Mama ain't raised no bitch.
What if I told you I was a ghost? Then would you run away?
No, because then that's kind of cool that I've
would
been
be
friends with a
cool.
ghost for like
I would
6
be
years.
pretty into being a ghost.
That'd be pretty cool.
If I was a ghost, though, I was thinking about this earlier today. I would love to have like the kitty pride power to just go through people.
I mean, I feel like you could do that at all. I mean, regardless.
That's what my mom said too.
Because you're a fucking ghost.
Oh,
You can literally go through
yeah.
anything. Just through the floor right now.
Yeah.
Through the wall right now. Do whatever you want.
I can do literally
You can't touch
whatever
things.
I want. Mm-mm. Well,
But
no, I can.
To an
It's not an
extent.
efficient touching though.
So you kind of like force it.
Yeah, I can't hold it because if you
Mhm.
hold it, you pick it up, then it's a whole thing. I died with my phone though. That's why I can hold my phone.
And with the mic
And with
stand.
the mic stand. This is a ghost mic stand.
Top 3 worst people. Go.
Hitler.
Okay.
Hitler's son Mittler
Mm-hmm.
and Mitt Romney.
Romney? Did you just watch New Girl recently?
No.
Okay, because there was like a thing in New Girl about Mitt Romney.
When I leave to do something, I can hear in your voice that you would much rather prefer if I would stay. Like
No.
in this first moments of recording,
I
you're
don't
like,
care.
I would really prefer if you would stay. Who do you think are the 3 worst people? A great-
Hitler, Genghis Khan.
By the way, Mitt Romney, I don't know anything about you. I remember in elementary school I had to vote between you and Obama. Did choose Obama because Obama's
It's
great.
a controversial one. Andrew Jackson.
That's it. Yeah, he fucked a lot of
Native
people.
Americans.
Yeah,
Yep.
like over and rapey.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of presidents who do not get like the bad rap that they probably deserve.
Well, it's because the United States school system. They just
It's because of the
they
school
censor
system,
a lot of.
and also because there wasn't like Twitter.
Well, okay, yeah. There's no can't go back into Andrew Jackson's early tweets when he fucking said some shit, But it was also because it's the times, There wasn't a record of everything like now.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's you have to be a celebrity now. You have to be perfect.
Yeah.
If you could have said one thing back in 7th grade,
Mm-hmm.
then you're fucked. Doesn't matter you were in 7th grade. Doesn't matter you were 13 years old.
That's why
12.
we have this podcast, to show how perfect we are.
Oh my god, dude!
Your fucking leg's itchy.
Got bit by a fucking fucker.
A mosquito?
Mosquito.
Oh, I don't like that.
A mosquito. You don't got get.
As you might know, I don't know if I've
mosquito.
ever told you this. I fucking hate a southern accent.
You never got bit by a goddamn mosquito.
I'm a siphon for mosquitoes. When I get bit, it hurts. Like it swells up large.
You swallow a little bit, you get a little fucking.
I'm gonna punch you in the dick. I hate this voice so much.
I'm pretty good though.
You are. It is impressive. I
Yeah.
will say, I hate it. It's astounding. It's also a bit up. Why do you want to put everything in your mouth?
That's what I could do.
This one you could put in your mouth. You know what, Joaquin? If you want, you can put that in your mouth because that's your microphone. Because it's on your mic stand. These don't come off the mic stands.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, you made it disgusting.
Ooey gooey.
I was going to propose that maybe even you and I together, do not fucking touch me. Maybe even we could rob a bank or 3. But then after seeing you do that, I think we could fucking do 4 or 5 maybe.
Robbing banks?
Yeah.
How does that help rob banks?
The distraction.
I just start sucking on fucking bananas.
No, you bring the microphone.
I'm just like, the fuck, you coming through a window,
Yeah. I'm dressed in a classic striped pajama.
but you jump in through a window.
Yeah, jump. But the heist only starts once I can actually jump in. I can't touch the perimeter of the window. I have to jump through fully. I don't know what
I get jump. Cause you said jump, and so I just started doing.
I did not recognize that as it at all.
I'm still trying to figure out.
I know you
what
are.
the fuck you're doing. You're not giving me any hints.
I'm not.
All I know is that you're typing something.
I'm not typing anything. That's your hint. There ain't no telling what I can get away with this fucking bit.
How you want me to? You said I could figure this out.
I think you can. Wouldn't it be really funny if I wasn't fucking even turning my phone on?
Well, I can see it through your glasses.
Oh.
So that doesn't help you. All I know is there's a white screen.
Mm-hmm. It would be so funny though if I had just been
gaslighting me.
You. I am doing something.
That's a weird fucking term.
Gaslighting.
Right? Getting gaslighted.
Do you think it's because when you see your gaslight, you need gas, turn on, you're like, fuck. No, that doesn't even.
That doesn't make any
relate.
sense. That doesn't even make any sense. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, when I was thinking it made sense, but in actuality, it made 0 sense. I don't know where that term comes from.
I just don't get it. You know what's something that's weird to me?
What?
How naturally strong I am. I went to gym last night.
Mm-hmm.
My friend invited me from work, right? My homie Jack. What's up, Jack?
Jack wanted to see your peen in the shower.
He does. And he was like, yo, you want to come to the gym tonight? I was like, fuck it, yeah, I'll go. Finish up my project. Got there, and they're on the leg press. You know what that is?
Yeah.
And they have 45 weights on each side. And I think it's I don't know how much is base weight already, right? But it's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I did that just pretty easy. Added 25s both sides. Took a little bit more effort. Then it was 45 on double each side, double, right? Just bang that shit out.
Wow.
I haven't worked out in a couple months, a while. And I just was naturally able to do that. And I'm like, man, it's kind of weird how I just have this literally just natural strength.
My family also has a strange natural strength. My Nana and my Poppy, they are weirdly strong.
Really?
And Poppy, this is a leg press story. He once sent us a video look at how much I can do on the leg press. And when you do a leg press, you're supposed to fully compress your legs and then push them back out. Now, first off, Poppy was at a gym, dressed as he does. So he had khaki pants on, his orthopedic shoes. He had a flannel shirt on, tucked into the pants, belt.
Why was he there?
He works out often. I truly don't know if he wears workout clothes.
I don't think he does.
Dresses like an accountant still.
Is that what he did?
He was an accounting professor, which is somehow even more boring than being an accountant. But he was at the leg press, And he texted me and my mom. And he was like, "Look at how fucking."
Do you still have this
I am."
photo? I mean, video.
Yeah,
Can you please find this video?
I can.
I want to see this.
Okay. But here's the thing: when you're doing the leg press, you're supposed to compress entirely.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Look how strong I am." He's going like, like it would move this. It would move like a fraction of an inch, and then he'd be like, "That's enough." And he was like, "I'm the strongest guy in town."
He has to be joking.
No, this is one of the few times I was like, "Oh, Poppy really thinks that's how you use a leg press."
I don't know, man. Poppy, I feel like he's taking us on a elaborate ruse with that one.
He could be because he's
big you.
He's big me.
So I feel like that's something he would do.
Yeah, it definitely.
I want to give
is.
Poppy the benefit of the doubt on this one.
Let's give him. We'll do that then. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Poppy would be a fun guest on the podcast.
So fun.
So much fun. We'll eventually figure out how to have a third microphone at the very least so we can have guests. Once we start making money on this podcast, I'm going to run away.
Can you see? Wait, what? No, you go first.
I'm going to run away. I'm going to use the money to get married and maybe even start a family. I might
You
get
want
I
children.
might get a little place down on the beach.
You want children. That's how I know you're lying.
And I'm
Also,
gonna-
the fact that you'll find someone. I'm sorry, that was really mean. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
that did hurt.
I felt when you called me a douchebag.
I do. But that's also the second time you've done that to me, the douchebag revenge. And I'll have you know, I have 50 likes on Tinder right now.
How?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I just stopped
weird.
using dating apps. They're just depressing.
Yeah, I had stopped using it for about 5 months, and now I'm back on the not 5 months.
You have 50 likes on Tinder.
50.
Pull up your Tinder right now.
I think it's either 50 or 49.
Let's do a little Tinder segment.
A Tinder segment.
Mm-hmm. Just swipe on every girl you see. Positive. I want to see though.
I have 50.
Okay, let's go on it.
Go on it?
Like all of them.
I don't want
See,
to.
yeah,
I
we'll see who you match. No, just to see if someone.
Oh my
then we
God. This person. I don't fucking want.
just do it. All right, we
How
got
did you
one.
do that?
Because you just swiped on them. Because you have 50. Let's see.
Well, what are you doing now?
I just want to see
I
what
want
she
to
looks
look
like.
together. I want to see what she looks like.
Oh,
I don't
she-
fucking know what she looks like.
Oh, she could do some weight, dog.
I don't know what that means. Oh my. She's bench pressing 45 pounds.
What's weird though is that no, but it's 2 things on each. I think it's
Yeah.
25 as well, like double. But you go to the first one. The first
Mhm.
thing she has,
The first picture.
very different person. She looks very different,
Yeah,
right?
She looks very different in all of these.
What are you saying?
You'll see. On a podcast.
Don't invite her.
I matched with you on a podcast.
Huh, yeah, okay.
That's all I said.
Let's keep going.
I don't want to keep going.
This is fun.
How is this
Because
fun?
I want to see who matches with you. Because Tinder, the whole point of Tinder is you don't
Mhm.
care about personality. That comes second. It's how they look. Whole point of it. Majority, you see, oh, she looks cute. I'll swipe right.
When
If
I
you saw someone that says, if you saw someone looks cute, right, and they went, I don't like movies, would you not swipe right on them?
correct.
Okay, I forgot you're not a normal person. So
Look, I do it my way. You seem to. If you get too scared, you just run away.
what?
I don't know. That's the analogy I thought I would say.
How am I running away?
I don't know. I would prefer if you would stay.
Do I stay or do I go? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
That girl might do anything for you.
Yeah, like crush me.
Together though, there's nothing you couldn't do.
Are you Oprah?
I'll reveal what I've been doing because we're in the last 15 minutes of the podcast. I wrote down the lyrics to a song, and I've said almost all of them throughout all of this podcast. As the full sentences, not word by word. I wrote
You've
down.
not said this one.
Oh, I did forget. Maybe even you could ditch your boyfriend. I thought I said it. No, I think I did. I did say that.
When?
When I was talking about the metric system, I said maybe even we could ditch your boyfriend of the metric system, and you didn't. You weren't like, that's a weird thing to say.
You said we could fall in love. When the fuck did you say that?
I think I said that. I said everything that's on there except for, and then the bottom is just like repeating lines I already said. Getting on Tinder did help me a lot. Like the fact that we got there and I was able to just sing the whole song. This is a song called Maybe Even by Masked Intruder.
It's called what?
It's a song called Maybe Even by Masked Intruder.
Masked Intruder. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it said
Audrey
masked
showed me.
shooter. I was like,
Oh.
wow.
It's like that song Teenagers by My Chemical Romance, which is a song about shooting up a school.
Oh.
Like there's a
Wait, is
line.
that the song that goes, all all the other kids.
Nope.
Oh, Pumped Up Kicks is about
Pumped
that
Up
too.
Kicks is about that, but the song Teenagers, because the song is like teenagers scared the living shit out of me, but there's a part where they're in like the lunchroom. There's the line goes like blah 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 blah. They'll pay for the things they did. Oh, what you got under your shirt will make them pay for the things that they did, which means you got a fucking gun and you're gonna shoot some
I thought
people.
it'd be like abs.
It could be abs.
Could be abs.
I'll be honest. I was going darker with it. I should have gone with abs. You should have just flexed.
Maybe their heart.
That's true, Joaquin. You're doing a real beautification of teenagers by My Chemical Romance. When I was in freshman year, there was a girl who you may or may not remember who just went by one letter. It might have been L. It might have been M.
Oh, I remember L.
We
had
math
Earth
with her.
science with her.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember. But she was one of the first people who actually talked to me because I was weird.
Because you talk to everybody.
It's true. And one night she was texting me, and she was texting me about My Chemical Romance. And then she was like, "Did you listen to the song yet?" And I was like, "No, I'm doing other things." And she was like, "I'm doing other things too. I'm trying to talk someone down from killing themselves." And I was like, "Whoa! How do you just throw that out there?"
But I also was listening to music, 'cause I don't really give a fuck. I just want them to kill themselves.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. It's insane to me. I don't know if we talked about this. I know we've talked about it in real life, but not on the podcast. We did that show for 6 years. Over 400 episodes. And that's insane to me.
Pretty sure at least once a month we have this revelation.
I know, but I like to have it recorded for posterity.
We've had it recorded so many
on the
times.
podcast.
We have the first episode we did this.
Let's move on. What did you think that I was like? My ruse was like what?
Absolutely no idea. That's the whole reason why I was trying to figure out the whole time, because I had no idea what you were doing.
I like that 2 different podcasts I've done a bit now. I do wish that I had come up with questions because
Yeah,
the first line of that.
Yeah, that's why I was so confused.
If I had come up with questions though, I could have fucking knocked out those lyrics.
then wouldn't have. Well, I might have.
The reason I don't think you would have is because you don't know the song. Because I chose a song that I like. When I heard the song, and I was like, for some reason, my brain was like, I can use this on Cade and Joaquin, and I'll just say
That
all
was
the
a good
lyrics.
snap, by the way.
Right? I was surprised.
You realize you can snap better with one of your hands? Listen to me.
You really can.
I don't know why. You kind of have it too.
I kind of have
But,
it. My hands are naturally
there's
really
no-
wet, though.
There's no snap in this one. This one's like.
Yeah, that one's snappy. But when I was writing... Oh, there you go. It's luck of the draw. When I listened to that song, and I was like, this will be perfect.
I gotta go lower on it. That's how.
This is
Figured
going to
it
be perfect for doing this bit on Cade and Joaquin. And then I wrote down all of the lyrics, and I was like, how am I going to say this naturally?
You somehow did. I don't know how you did it.
I don't know how I did either, because truly when I was listening to the song, all my brain said was, this would be so easy to fit into normal conversation. As soon as it's written down, you are fucked.
I feel like that's what's with most things you do. That's what happens.
There's not a lot of, like, you are fucked. It's just, there's a lot
every
of...
time we film something, like a movie, it's just... You're fucked every time.
That's what happens when you make a movie, and that's what makes movies great. But also, a lot of the time, I will say, out of my control. What happens? Out of my control.
I feel like some things aren't.
Parade Float didn't have anything that was in my control, except for the microphones.
Camera.
What about the camera?
Something kept happening with the camera.
The battery just kept dying.
All the times I had to keep driving to Isaac's.
Not
with
my
the camera. Well, a little bit your fault. It's... No matter what the problem
Shit goes
is,
wrong.
no matter what
Yeah,
the
on a
problem
film,
is,
it's my fault
it is
'cause I'm
your
the
fault
director.
regardless.
Look. Make a movie, though. I think that my last 2 films are... It's hard to compare them. It's hard to compare all 3 of my films. Actually, it's hard to compare Thursday the 12th to Parade Float, but I think it's easy to compare Thursday the 12th to Wrong Address. These are all films that I've made, by the way. You can check it out on Cade Cinema on YouTube. Wink at the camera. Joaquin has been...
And it's gone. Well, I guess it's just this camera now.
We only have 3 minutes left. There's no point in changing, and we'll just end the podcast, I
I guess, yeah.
Um,
The last was pretty long.
yeah, it did. I'm surprised. It lasted
Yeah.
like 50 minutes. But thank you for watching this week's podcast episode. If you enjoyed it, rate 5 stars on the apps where you do that.
Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yep.
Press that notification bell
So that you can know whenever we're podcasting right in a theater near you. Someday we're going to do a live podcast.
Be pretty fun.
That'd be pretty cool.
With 3 people.
3 people. We'll have
Your mom, my mom and dad.
Oh, and we aren't there?
That's it.
Great.
I mean, that's the audience.
Oh, that's the audience. I thought you were saying that's the podcast.
No.
Well, I think that'd be a pretty good podcast. I have been thinking that you and I need to get to know each other better. We are going to ditch our boyfriend of the metric system. Someday, maybe when I get out, maybe you and me can be together. Maybe he just wanted
That's
to do
why
it for
she's
the
still
weekend.
involved.
Maybe even we could fall in love. I've been thinking of all the way that we can break the rules and just fuck up some stuff. We get this good thing going. Was it the craziest thing that you've ever done? Just for fun. If you're getting scared of what I'm doing, you can just run away. That you would much rather prefer if I would stay. Maybe even we could rob a bank with 3. There ain't no telling what I can get away with. I'm gonna use the money to get married and maybe even start a family. I might get a little place down on the beach. You seem to, if you get too scared, you just run away. I would prefer if you would stay. That girl might do anything for you. Together though, there's nothing you couldn't do.
Are you Oprah?